Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dead Gamers Talking podcast. And you guys are already all in the chat and paying much attention. That is exciting. We did not pre-test sound, so if we have sound issues, please let us know in the sidebar. It has been requested by the most amazing Marco that we let you know what the show is about before we get into things. What we talk about
Yeah, blame
on
Marco. Go beat him up.
Don't beat up Marco. We love Marco. Um, and he hates westerns. It's just a
Yeah,
thing.
that's why.
What we talk about on Dead Gamers is overall gaming news as well as spotlights on mainstream media and general news happenings in the world that impact geek and gaming culture. I would like to introduce myself first. I am Remy, otherwise known as Remy Punks on Twitter and HitBox and YouTube and all of the places. I am also super, super scary to white men on the internet. Um, I will pass the introduction baton to Socks next.
Hello, everyone. I am Socks, otherwise known as Neat Life on YouTube, I guess, and at Renaxis on Twitter. Um, yes, I make insane videos and rant incoherently about people who do dumb stuff. So I'm gonna pass this on to Fjord.
Huh?
Yes, I make
Oh,
your turn to
oh.
introduce.
Oh, we're live.
and
Oh, sorry,
rant
guys. I was busy playing Barbie Game Girl.
incoherently.
So I am at FewerFrayed on Twitter. My name's Fewer, or not really, but that's what I like to go by. Shh, don't tell. Yeah. What else are we doing other than that stuff? Saying what games we're playing, or no? Is that later?
Nope, not yet. That's later.
Okay, cool. In that case, I pass it off to my friend Wayne. So I'm Optimus.
We go an hour, guys, before we go on, and we try to plan out what we're going to do, and then Nick ruins it. No,
It's in there somewhere. I just have to find it in my brain.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Optimus Deadpool on Twitter. Don't go to my YouTube channel; it's not up yet. Worth looking at right now, but it's the same if you ever want to check it out. And I'm here because I dragged these three wonderful people along with me, so we could pretty much talk about, like Remy said, talk about the news of the week and all that good stuff. And boy, do we have a show for you today.
Yes, tonight is action packed. We have a ton of stuff to discuss, and knowing us, we will find more things to talk about as the night goes on. So let's start off with our favorite mainstream media happening of the week. Gamergate was on Nightline. Dun 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 dun. And the outcome of that was I am now a black man, which is really exciting for me. And also exciting was the University of Utah and the FBI are big, big liar pants because Anita said that they were viable threats. So clearly the professionals were wrong. Anita's right. Nightline told me so.
Yeah.
You guys are
Oh,
allowed to
goodness.
talk too.
You people. Yes.
Hey!
Nightline.
Who you calling, you people?
Canadians.
God damn it.
Anyway,
Okay.
go ahead, Sexy.
Oh dear. Yes. Yes. The American mainstream media has once again waded into the Gamergate pool and has decided that at our birth we were all about ethics in games journalism, which is funny because 2 months ago we had started as a misogynist hate movement hell bent on, hate fucking all of the women off the internet. Now it was about journalism, but now we are, a culture war of reactionary conservative gamers because we're all reactionary conservative gamers, obviously, and we just fear social progress, which is the exact kind of framing that Nightline has set up for Gamergate. What do you guys think?
I'm a reactionary conservative gamer, apparently. No one told me this, and I'm apparently black, too. That's funny. I look kind of white. And I'm pretty sure I'm probably one of the most progressive people on the panel. Of course, me and Socks are probably about the same. And then there's Remy, who is just Remy. We won't talk about
Remy
Remy, but that's
is she's on some lists.
I just loop around so far left that
I'll
I
just-
sometimes swing around to the right. It just happens.
I will say this much about Remy. McCarthy wanted to bring her to court.
I will just
That
say this
bot
about Remy.
retweets me a lot too, and it makes me happy.
I will also say this about Remy. She has a giant poster of Gorbachev in her room.
Oh, psh, he's a wuss. There's bigger scaries. Anyway, but yeah, no, we are all conservatives. We are all but most important, above and beyond all of that, we don't care about ethics in journalism at all. So the fact that the gaming media that we continue to support actually has ethics policies in place now because of what we've said, that didn't happen. We're imagining all that stuff.
That's right, after what? Almost 20 years of not having a public policy and standards and practices document, IGN has released an updated ethics policy and a public standards and practices document. And it's pretty extensive and hits every single point that people using the Gamergate hashtag have brought up over the last few months. So it's obviously totally not related to Gamergate. I'm sure.
Totally not. Not in the slightest.
No.
Uh-uh.
And did you guys, by compare, watch how they treated, I just forgot his name, Mr. Video Games Cause Violence? Wow. Jack Thompson, I just completely blocked it in his face and everything from my mind just then. The way that Nightline treated him and made him look to be a joke. And then they had Anita on, same exact argument, different words, and they coddled and backed up what she had to say when they could have used the science and the pushback that they used on Jack to do the same thing to Anita, and they didn't.
Of course they didn't. And this is the problem. It's they make this gendered instead of taking what she's saying and going, "Oh, you're full of shit," and also the statistics you're citing, you're obfuscating the entire study. Here's what it entirely says. Yeah, why are you on our show again? That's what could have happened. Of course, it's not what happened because investigative journalism on television doesn't exist anymore. I'm gonna talk less.
I like it when Socks talks.
Hold on. We might
We might have a drop problem.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
dead.
Oh, no. It's back.
Is it?
Oh.
It's been kind of doing a blinky here and there.
That's odd. It doesn't
Yeah.
show that I'm dropping frames.
It's back now. And
You
it's
might have
guys
to do
keep
it.
talking, keep doing things.
Okay.
I'm going to do some techie stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So where were we then?
Because the important thing is it is recorded. So if you can hear my words now, if you can't hear us clearly on HitBox, you will hear us very clearly on YouTube later.
Yeah, it's still down. You might have to reload it on your end. Just be safe for me and reload it because.
In a minute.
No, it seems like we're on. Guys. Sorry, I have to turn that off. So it seems like it's behind now. Weirdly. Okay. But because it's talking about Remy about to go do techie stuff, and it's like.
Oh, so
like
it's just it's freaking out. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Or something. Okay, so where were we?
Sorry about the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
We were talking about the double standard of Nightline itself as an entity, dealing with Jack Thompson back in 2005 and 6 and 7, compared to how they dealt with Anita last night.
Well,
Which,
it kind of goes back
guys?
to what I said about the gaming journalism back then versus what we have now. That they used to protect us from people like Jack Thompson. they would call him on the floor about his bullshit. But yet now when it's a woman and a group that has these, ideals of misogyny and blah blah blah, that all of a sudden we have to switch the narrative because we don't want to look like we're bad people, because there's a big difference between calling you on the floor when you're saying that all games cause violence to all games call misogyny. And that is probably the most irksome thing about it. And shame on ABC News for pretending to be a so-called media outlet without doing any kind of research into the deal. Because obviously, if they had checked checked it, they would have known that Gamergate started as a harassment campaign that turned into ethics and journalism, because that was the original narrative. Now they switched it around.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe they did a full 180 on that. I was like, wow, who the fuck are y'all talking to? I mean,
Yeah, it's the same old song and dance. I don't have too much to say about this because I just don't even care that much. It's just the same crap we're used to, and it's just meh, whatever at this point. But yeah, it's still fucking funny. So
I
don't have much more to say. Sorry, guys.
No,
well,
that's all right.
I mean, I guess I can rant a little bit if you want.
You might as well for a little bit.
Pause. One
Yes.
second.
You
Am
want us
I-
to pause, but keep
Hold
talking?
on. No,
Because-
don't pause. Just pause in your thoughts in 1 second. Do you
Okay.
guys want me to switch to hardwired, or do you guys want to keep going how we are?
Why weren't you hardwired in the first place? I'm gonna smacker. Yeah.
Because we're not playing games. So
Oh.
that's why. Yeah, it's when we're streaming video is when I have a problem. We haven't had a problem with it dropping before.
It just dropped.
It dropped again. So go hardwire.
We're gonna go hardware, guys. We'll be back.
Okay, I will call you guys right back.
Okay.